Hello everyone, welcome to a new chapter. Our chapter name is Biodiversity and Conservation. So biodiversity is the variety of living forms present in various ecosystems. It includes variability among life forms from all sources including water, air and land. It is a diversity of biological organization ranging from cellular macromolecules to biomes. Okay, the term biodiversity or biological diversity was coined by Edward Wilson. Who coined the term biological diversity or biodiversity? Edward Wilson coined the term biodiversity or biological diversity. According to him, biodiversity is the combined diversity at all levels of biological classification. Combined diversity at all levels of biological organization. So, biodiversity is the variety of living organisms present in various ecosystems. It includes variability of life forms, including air, water, land, then the diversity of biological organization ranging from the cellular macromolecules to biomes, and the term coined by Edward Wilson. According to Edward Wilson, the combined diversity at all levels of biological organization, that is biodiversity. Okay, so the biodiversity is of three interrelated hierarchical levels like genetic diversity, species diversity and the ecological diversity. These three are the different diversity. Different diversity means different hierarchical level of the biodiversity. So first we are discussing what is genetic diversity. You have any idea what is genetic diversity means? Genetic means the diversity shown by a single species at a genetic level is called genetic diversity. Diversity shown by a single species. Okay, that's very important. A single species at their genetic level is called genetic diversity. Example for that, Ruolfia vomitoria, seen in Himalaya, is a plant that's seen in Himalaya. Shows genetic variation in terms of potency and concentration of the chemical reserpine. From the plant Ruolfia vomitoria, we are extracting the chemical reserpine. Okay, so India has more than 50,000 different strains of rice and 100,000 varieties of mango are available. So the same species having at genetic level, they are getting diverse or difference. For example, you heard the different types of mango, Muvandan, Kilichundan, like that. So all they are included in the group Mangifera indica. Okay, but this at the genetic level, they all are getting different. Example for that, textbook has the one example that Ruolfia vomitoria growing in Himalaya ranges shows variations in their potential and their concentration of the active chemical reserpine. Okay, and India has more than 50,000 different varieties of or strains of rice, and 1,000 varieties of mangoes are available. The genetic diversity enables a population to adapt to its environment and to respond to its natural selection. How the organisms are arranged genetically, it helps the organism to respond to the nature and to adapt their environment. The amount of genetic variation is the basis of speciation. What is speciation? Formation of a new species, that is known as speciation. Okay, so the amount of genetic variation present, it leads to the it causes the basis of speciation. Genetic diversity within a species often increases with environmental variability. Okay, suppose our organisms are having the same genetic condition, but they are going to different environmental condition. Then the character of the organism will be changing. Clear? So So the biological diversity or biodiversity are classified into three hierarchical levels: genetic diversity, species diversity, and the ecological diversity. First, we are discussing genetic diversity. What is genetic diversity? Diversity shown by a single species at genetic level is called genetic diversity. Example, Ruolfia vomitoria, which is seen in Himalaya, that shows genetic variation in terms of their potency and the concentration of chemical reserpine. And India has more than 50,000 of different strains of rice and 1,000 varieties of mango are available. The genetic diversity enables a population to adapt its environment and to respond to a natural selection. The amount of genetic variation is the basis of speciation. The genetic diversity within the species often increases with environmental variability. Clear? Next, we are discussing species diversity. So, it's very understood. Diversity in the species level. So, diversity at the species level is called species diversity. For example, Western Ghats have greater amphibian species than the Eastern Ghats. Okay. The Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats are the part of our geography. Okay. So, this Western Ghats having great amphibian species than the Eastern Ghats. It gives an idea about species richness and species evenness. Okay, why the organisms are seen more in the Western Ghats? Because the climatic area, the environment area, the food, all are available. All the make a chance to improve the species. Okay. Species richness refers to the number of species per unit area. How can we calculate the species richness? We are taking a small area. In that small area, particular area, number of species, counting the number of species. Okay. So, suppose you are taking a area, it having 5 kilometers. So, on that 5 kilometers, it having more than species than the 10 kilometer. So, that 5 kilometer area shows the species of richness. Species evenness refers to the relative abundance with which each species is represented in an area. All organisms are not seen in all area. Okay, that is species evenness. Heard about Iravikulam National Park? Iravikulam National Park. Iravikulam National Park is famous for what? Iravikulam National Park is seen in Munnar. Okay, Idukki district, Munnar. The forest, Rajamala forest. The Rajamala forest or this Iravikulam National Park is famous for two organisms. One is Strobilanthes kundiana. Strobilanthes kundiana means, what was that Strobilanthes kundiana? Any idea? Okay. Neelakurinji. Okay, the Neelakurinji get flowers, the flowers within the 12 years. Then the Varayade. Okay. So, this Idukki, the Iravikulam National Park is famous for this Strobilanthes kundiana. And another one, Parambikulam National Park. Parambikulam National Park is famous for tiger. Then Thekkady. Thekkady is famous for elephant. So, when the species is species richness or species evenness seen in a place, that indicate that that area is suitable for the working or the proper functioning of the organism. So, species richness refers to the number of species per unit area. Okay, then species evenness refers to the relative abundance with which each species is represented in an area. Then the next term that we are discussing, that is ecological diversity. Ecological diversity. Diversity at the ecosystem level is called ecological diversity. Okay, example in India, desert, rainforest, mangroves, coral reefs, wetland, estuaries, alpine meadows are seen. So that is ecological diversity. So in each ecosystem, different types of organisms are growing. They are not unique. Okay, so that other environment condition help for some organism, and sometimes it is not suitable for the other organism. So ecological diversity means diversity at the ecosystem level is called ecological diversity. Diversity at the ecosystem level is called ecological diversity, and these three are the levels of biodiversity: genetic diversity, species diversity, and the ecological diversity. Genetic diversity means diversity in the gene, genetic level. Species diversity means diversity in the species level. Then the ecological diversity means diversity in the ecosystem level. Clear it is?